This is a sample survey problem of the type we might see in section 2.5. The survey information is given on the left. As you can see, I gave this as a take-home quiz about 5 years ago, back before Governor Blagojevich went to prison. And on the right, I'm going to put my Venn diagram. So first I need to read the problem and figure out what information I have. Problem says, in the 2006 Illinois gubernatorial election, CNN conducted an exit poll with 1,896 respondents. So the total of all the regions in the Venn diagram is going to have to be 1,896. The poll had results that talk about white voters, male voters, and voters who voted for Governor Blagojevich. I always want to start at the inside. So always want to work from the inside out. Here's the innermost piece of information, the 260 white males who voted for Blagojevich. That's the intersection of all the sets. These sets are going to be white voters, male voters, and Blagojevich voters. And the 260 at the top is all of those put together. So that's the number that goes right in the middle of our Venn diagram, 260. Now, the next three pieces of information are all the intersections of two sets. Males and Blagojevich, whites and Blagojevich, whites and males. So I need to have this almond-shaped region that's the intersection of two circles for each of these three pieces of information. But I already have 260 of those voters. So I need to subtract each of these three numbers from 260. Or rather the other way around, subtract 260 from each of those numbers. So 702 minus 260. 442, that's the white male's number. So white and male right here. Yeah. 4, 4, 2. Now 599 voted for Blagojevich and were white. So 599 minus 260, 339. So 339 is white and Blagojevich without the 260. So 339. And then males for Blagojevich is 200 less. 139. Those two numbers add up to the 399. So now we've got those four pieces of information taken care of. Now we just need the other four. Now notice over here, these three numbers. Each of these three is just one set by itself. So the whites, that's the cyan circle here. That is supposed to be 1460. But I already have 339, 260, and 442. So that leaves 419. Same thing for the magenta circle with the males. I had 892 males, but then I subtract off 442, 260, and 139. And I'm left with 51. And lastly, the Blagojevich voters, 939. So I take 939 minus 339, 260, 139, 201. Now the only piece of information I haven't used yet is this one, this 1896, that I said all these numbers have to add up to. So let's add them all up. $18.51. That's not $18.96. I'm 45 short. Well, those 45 voters belong out here. Those are the voters who are outside the union of all these sets. They're the voters who are not white and not male and did not vote for Blagojevich. So this is the Venn diagram that represents the data from this survey. And I can use this to easily answer any question about the problem. So here are my questions. Number 5. How many respondents were either white or male? Well, that's everything in the cyan area or the magenta area. So I can either add up these 6 numbers and get 1,650. Or I could take the total number in the survey, 1,896, and subtract the 2 parts that aren't what I want. I should get the same number. Number 6, how many non-white females? Everyone in this poll is either male or female. The numbers do add up. So this is non-white, non-male, not Blagojevich. That's just this one area here. And number 7 says how many white females responded to the poll. So that's how many people are within the white circle, so in this cyan region here, but outside the magenta. So that's 419 plus 339. Oops. 419 plus 339, 758. So that's the example of how we can use Venn diagrams to organize the data from surveys, and in so doing, be able to easily and quickly answer questions about the survey data.